So I stopped at Moundhouse, Nevada last night, and at a friend's place, and went in there. They buzzed me through the gate and went in there, and they got a new girl down there. Really nice redhead, pretty girl. I went back to her room, and I paid her $3,200 to stay up all night talking, because sometimes I just like to talk to a complete stranger. I don't mind paying for the time. And may as well be a pretty girl, right? And she had no problem talking with me. And then she goes, "You want to see something?" And I said, "Sure." She took out a glass eye, and I go, "Wow, that thing looks so real." And she goes, "You want to see something cool?" And I said, "Yeah." She reached up in a top drawer in her dresser, and she takes out this little box, and she opens it up and puts her glass eye in it. And she takes out another glass eye, pops it in her hand, and she goes, look in here, look in this eye. I go, "Wow, it's an alien eye." She goes, "Look inside the pupil." And I go, "Yeah?" She goes, "Look closer." "Yeah?" And she, "Look closer." I go, "What the hell is that?" "It's glowing." "How the hell do you get something to glow inside your eye socket like that? You got something plugged in there?" And she goes, "No. Tritium. You know, the stuff they put on the night sights on the firearm." And I said, "Wow." She goes, "Look at it. Do you know what it is?" I go, "It looks like a galaxy." And she goes, "Andromeda." And I said, "Wow, that is too cool." And she goes, "No, no, no, no." She takes that eye out, puts it in the box, and takes another eye out of the box, pops it in her head. She goes, "And take this little light, this little pen light. It's a UV light." She goes, "Get real close up to it and aim the light in there and scan the whole inside." And I put the light in there, and she goes, "Look closer. You got to look way in there. You almost got to bring your eye up to my eye." And I look in there, and she goes, "Just scan the insides of it." She goes, "You see it?" I go, "Yeah, what the hell is that?" There's all this writing, all these diagrams and like blueprints and drawings in there. It's like microfiche, because her eyeball, the glass eye, is actually has magnification, and there's all these tiny little bits of information on it, like microfiche, right? And you can see writing, and she goes, "Look at the beginning where it has this one dot, and it goes two dots. It tells you that step one, step two, step three, step four, all the way to I don't even know how high it went, but she goes, "You see the first one?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "You know what that is?" And I go, "Well, it says Giza Plateau." She goes, "Right, look at number two with the two dots." And I moved to the next one, the little thing, and you're just looking around this spherical shape, and it's all these plans to build something. And she goes, "You see them bringing in the first blocks? Those are 5-ton blocks of limestone, and then they got those big 25-ton giant rectangular blocks of red granite, white granite, black granite, all the way up to the point where they got the whole Great Pyramid of Giza finished. Not one piece of machinery, not one rope, not one pulley. They said, "Oh, the pulleys and hoists and ropes and all this crap and floating it on the rope." No, it was just these dudes moving these blocks, and they wherever they're moving the blocks, their hands are like they were using the hands, like levitating them. And I say, "How the hell they do that?" She goes, "I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out." And I go, it looks like they're building the Great Pyramid, man. One of the biggest mysteries of mankind. She goes, shh. The other girls will hear you. I go, where the hell did you get this? And she goes, I was flying on a red eye to Brazil. Real late night flight. And I sat down, and this very nicely dressed gentleman offered me some champagne, and I said, sure. And he goes, would you like to come to first class? And she said, yes. And she went to first class with this guy, and they talked the whole way to Brazil. And he told her that he flew to America. He's a very wealthy man. There's no family left. Nobody to give all this money to. And he gave her that box with the eyeballs in it. He goes, I want you to take this. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be dead in about probably less than a year. I went to America for a procedure, special radiation procedure. I'm dying of cancer. So she took the box, and she said she didn't think much of it. Had the eyeballs in there, and she left them on the kitchen table. And then the one afternoon she came home, and the sun kind of beaming through the sliding glass door, of her balcony, and the afternoon sunlight, and it hit those eyeballs. And she noticed there's this weird stuff coming from the eyeball. This is really weird. She started looking deeper into it, and that's how she got him. So she was nice enough to stay up all night talking with me, and she's amazing, and she seemed to know a lot of stuff about everything, a little bit about everything. And we shook hands at the door, and I said, I really like talking with you. Maybe next time I'm in town, I'll swing by. And she goes, that sounds great. I'll keep an eye out for you.